Jazz. Here is Birdland.
Steve Krall, President of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yeah! Yes!
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
This is our InBody machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the InBody is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
And welcome back to Leipsic High School as Lynn Passett, Josh Banks are with you here tonight on the OH Report. And let's take a look at those first half statistics. Unofficially, Leipsic 7 first downs, Mohawk just 3. Rushing yardage, well in command of the Vikings, 103 to 66, and total yards 199 to 94. And penalties 2 for Mohawk for 10 yards. Leipsic flagged 3 times for 20 yards. One other big statistic is the turnovers, because Mohawk had the football within the 5-yard line of Leipsic in the opening quarter and threw a pick. Otherwise, we could be sitting here at 14-14 very easily.
And let's talk about the kryptonite so far for both teams, special teams. A punt return touchdown by Avery Paris for Leipsic, and the block punt from Owen Patrizzi that resulted in the lone Mohawk score.
Yep, special teams playing a big role in this one, and you might even say because Leipsic has no kicker that can really consistently kick the ball. They go for 2 every time, and they failed on one and made the other. So Leipsic right now on top 14-7. Individually, looking at the rushing for, let's start with Mohawk, Caden Bish, who left the game because of injury. It looks like he's okay, but is not going to return most likely. 5 carries for 31 yards before he was hurt. Mason Schimpf carried the ball once for 8 yards. Riley Kaufman once for 4 yards. And Andon Klaus, the quarterback, carried 10 times for 23 yards. Klaus is 2 out of 5 passing the football for 28 yards and 1 interception. Looking at Leipsic rushing, Marquise Williams, 4 carries, 51 yards. Aaron Hazelton, 6 carries, 14 yards. And Mark Kirkendall, the quarterback, 7 carries for 38 yards. Kirkendall throwing the football. Let's see, he is 5 out of 12 for 96 yards and a touchdown. And as we mentioned, the big difference of this ball game right now is the punt return by Avery Paris, 44 yards for a touchdown. That was with 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half to make it 14-0 Leipsic, and then Mohawk cutting the lead in half to 14-7 as they block a punt with just 56 seconds left in the first half, and they make it 14-7. So Leipsic gets the ball to start the second half. If we see anything as we did in the first, it's probably going to be more airing it out by Mark Kirkendall. That's where the Vikings have really made hay.
Yeah, they had the one big run play from Williams, a 44-yarder, I believe it was. Other than that, it's been all Kirkendall through the air. But I will say this, good signs if you're a Warriors fan. Number 22, Bish, out there warming up, helmet on here at halftime. So we'll see if you're Coach Daniel and he is okay to come back in the game, do you pick a side of the ball and utilize him there to avoid maybe re-injuring or furthering the injury that he suffered more?
Well, if you're going to pick a side, it's probably defense, because on offense, he's the main ball carrier, and if you're going to line him up in the backfield and not use him, then he's of no use to you.
Yep.
So you might as well play him on defense if he's healthy enough to do so.
30 seconds left before we get rolling. I do owe one more sponsor a shout out. Just remember that, Lynn. I did not get to all of them in the first time I read through them, and that is Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source. helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements, and can prepare custom medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, and autoimmune conditions, and many more.
All right, well, we're just about ready to start things off here for the second half from Leipsic High School. The Vikings will be getting the ball to return things in the second half. They lead 14-7.
And it's going to be a big drive for both squads here to open the second half up. Leipsic going to look to go down and go up 2 scores. Mohawk going to look to get another 3 and out and give their offense a chance to go down and tie this game up.
Well, back deep for the Vikings. It appears that they have Camden Knight is one of those back, and of course Avery Paris would be the other. Actually, I believe
Marquise Williams.
Marquise Williams is the other one. Yep. The one looked like a 3 from here.
Yep. Williams and Paris, the likely people back to return for the Vikings.
The dynamic duo.
The 2 speedsters.
And kicking things off, Aiden Patrizi for Mohawk. And we are underway with second half action. It hits one of the up men. Looked like it might have been number 59, Julian Zuniga, that it actually caromed off of. He's kind of holding his backside of his right hamstring like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, you see it on our Yannick replay. It hit him right in the left hamstring, and it's a good idea if you're Mohawk, but now you're giving Kirkendall great field position to start the second half.
Not 100% sure that was what they intended to do, as to actually strike somebody. I think they were hoping it was going to get all the way down and split the 2 receivers for Leipsic. Nonetheless, Mark Kirkendall is joined in the backfield by Marquise Williams. And actually, this time it is going to be Aaron Hazelton with the carry, and he's got 5 quick yards out to the 45-yard line. He had 14 yards on 6 carries in the first half.
Yeah, it's a great run there to start the second half by Hazelton. It's kind of the same thing we've seen out of them on that first drive of the first quarter. When they came out, they ran the ball 3 consecutive times before having to punt. Now you come out, you get 5 yards. Do you keep running it until they stop it, or do you air it out?
Second down 5 for Leipsic at their own 45. And
false start.
Yep, we have movement on the right side of that Leipsic line. That'll be their 4th penalty. Excuse me, penalty of the night.
Not quite sure who that was on. I want to say it was on the outside guy, Marquise Williams. But nonetheless, your 5 yards now is now 2nd and 10. You lost the 5 yards you just gained on first down, and it kind of closes up that playbook a little bit for Coach Kirkendall. As now it's almost – you got to try to get 5 or 6 yards to get yourself in third and manageable.
That's the 4th penalty for 25 yards against Leipsic, and they average 4 a ball game. 2nd and 10 now. Kirkendall, you would expect, and he gets a high snap over his head. He chases it all the way back to his own 20-yard line. A huge loss of 20 yards.
And now you're 3rd and 30, and this is the exact start that the Mohawk Warriors needed here in half number 2.
And if you're a Leipsic Viking fan, it's a nightmare to start the second half.
Yes, it is.
You were hoping with that decent field position to take advantage and strike on your opening possession of the third quarter, and instead you're looking at probably 3 and out.
Apologies to all of you back in our YouTube and Facebook stream. A little bit of halftime technical difficulty, but we are back up and running for you guys.
So 3rd down and a country mile. Got to make it to the midfield stripe, and they'll go back to the screen play once again.
And they got a big play.
Marquise Williams got some blocks, but he's unable to break a tackle, and he's drugged down at the 42. That'll leave him about 6 yards shy of the first down.
But how about the big play there on the screen from Marquise Williams, who's had a nice game on both sides of the ball tonight. And now you're almost in plus territory. It looks like David's in. They're going to punt this one away. Levi Teal will go back for Mohawk.
Kirkendall 6 out of 13 unofficially for 119 yards tonight. That one, though, comes up about 7 yards shy of the first down. Nice high kick Fair catch made at the 25-yard line by Mohawk as Levi Till hauled in that punt, and Mohawk will start 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Do we see 22 on the field? We do not.
Nope. I would tend to guess the night is over for.
He is standing on the sideline with his helmet on right here directly across the field from me. But I would think that that's one of those old ploys, hey, coach, my helmet's on, I'm good to go, but the athletic trainer said absolutely not.
Yep, if the player had the choice, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be in there. Leipsic had too many players on the field, raced one off at the last second, and now we have a flag on the play. The play is going to go through. It was the lineman that threw the ball. It might be offsides. Maybe Leipsic blocking below the knees against Mohawk. I thought maybe Leipsic had lined up
Offsides, yeah, because they waited so long to throw the flag. I tended to possibly agree with you there, but they're going to call a shot block.
And it's going to go from the line of scrimmage, so you can wipe out the short little 2-yard gain for Mohawk on 1st down. Line of scrimmage was the 27, not the 25, as I originally had thought. And
So that'll push him back 10?
Yep.
Chop block 10 or 15?
It looks like it's 15.
It's 15. It should. From the 27, a 15-yard penalty, yeah. Press box up here is exactly right. That should have been half the distance.
So that now will move Mohawk well inside their own 20, inside their own 15 to the 14-yard line. Warriors firing across the middle. It's complete to Till. He'll be drugged down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and it's the first, only the second play, but we got another flag, Lynn.
Well,
we got a hold on Mohawk.
Well, wipe out the 15-yard. Now we get a flags.
We're going to have an unsportsmanlike now on Mohawk as well.
Yeah, he definitely lipped off to the official because there was no other reason for that flag to go up. There was no one around.
Logan Heminger.
So Mohawk just picked up the 15 that they had lost by penalty, and now they're going to lose even more because the gain of 15 is going to be wiped out. Holding against the Warriors. Now we're going to see the unsportsmanlike conduct, dead ball, against Mohawk as well. And
that's going to push him all the way back to the 3-yard line.
Well, we saw Leipsic with 3rd down and a country mile. Mohawk has 1st down and a country mile. They have to get all the way out to the 37-yard line. So it's 1st and 34 for Mohawk.
We're waiting to see. It looks like they're going to let Heminger stay in the game as that's his first unsportsmanlike.
I'll tell you what, he acted like, what did I say, what did I say? He obviously said something because that flag went in a hurry.
It sure did. Didn't agree, and it was kind of interesting to see he didn't agree with the holding call. The official was explaining to him why it got called, and then he must have lipped off, and that's when the flag came out.
And head coach Eric Daniel wanted an explanation. He just got it, so now we are ready to go. 1st and 34 for Mohawk from their own 3. This could be devastating to the Warriors if they don't get any yardage at all because Leipsic will really flip the field here and take advantage. There's the handoff. Not much there for Owen Patrizzi, his first carry of the night, and he got 2.
Yeah, and that's a big play there on the defensive line again. Colin Neese makes the tackle, and that's really what we've seen Leipsic do all night long. Mohawk has not been able to get outside of these defensive ends at all tonight to try to spurt a big play.
Leipsic has done a solid job of filling the gaps with the linebackers, and they have chased the ball down quickly all evening.
2nd and 32.
Yep. Got to get to the 37. Klaus back to throw. Going to go long. He's overshooting his intended receiver, and a flag comes from
we gonna have-
way downfield.
I'm going to run the replay. I think they're going to call pass interference, but there should not be a flag on that play at all.
No.
No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let's run that replay one more time. if we
Absolutely,
can.
we will. We'll run that replay again. He never gets touched. There's no hands. There's no nothing. The
Yeah.
ball, it's uncatchable.
And needless to say, the homestanding fans here in Leipsic are not happy as the ball gets moved all the way out to the 20-yard line, and it's second down all over again. Second down at about 17 now, we'll say. Klaus will look to throw again. Off his back foot, throws, and that looked like interference more than the one they actually called.
Yeah, I mean, and we're going to look at that one as well. Again, it's uncatchable.
The defender had the inside route, so you really couldn't call pass
So,
interference on that one.
I will ask you this. We had Lucas played in their playoff game, or it might have been their last regular season game. Did you catch the highlight that happened there?
No, I did not.
So there was a play that happened in that game. The head official was talking to Coach Jim Sweat of the Lucas Cubs. Fourth quarter in a good ball game. The opposing team proceeds to throw an interception while the head referee is off the field, and they allow the interception to happen.
Here's a pass caught by Till out to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 9 on the play. We'll call it 10.
But nonetheless, you're still 4th and 7.
Mohawk is going to go into probably what is uncharted territory, and that is having to throw the football about 80% of the time here in the second half.
Well, and that's kind of been what we've seen since Caden Bish went down, Lynn. They've really relied on the arm and legs of Andon Klaus.
Klaus is 3 out of 8 for 38 yards, and this one is fielded by Leipsic at their own 36-yard line.
Hazelton.
Only about a 5-yard return, but nonetheless good field position for Leipsic. They'll start at their own 42.
Again, though, a low line drive of a kick for Klaus.
Well, a little craziness here on the last 2 possessions, one for each team, and we've played half of this third quarter, and only penalties have been taking place of any consequence. We are at Leipsic. Lynn Passett and my buddy Josh Banks along with you for this Division VII regional quarterfinal contest. Second round action in the Ohio High School football playoffs. Kirkendall will fake the pitch right, run left, and get out to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Yeah, good play call there from the Vikings coordinators up here right to our left. You ran that play earlier. You fake it this time. Let Kirkendall keep it. Get positive yards on first down. That's kind of the goal.
Well, in that opening possession to start the second half, Leipsic snapped the ball over the head of Kirkendall, and he lost 20, and that really set them well behind the stakes, and there was just no chance to make that up. Now they're going to try to make something positive, and this handoff goes to Hazelton. He'll try right side, and he'll pick up about 3 to the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
And that's a good run there by Hazelton. They bring Williams in motion and kind of fake the jet sweep to him, give it to the inside guy. And now you're 3rd and manageable. Now my question for you, Lynn, and your background when it comes to all sports as well as mine, is this 4-down territory?
I don't think so. I think if, well, it's going to depend on how close you are on 4th
I was going
down.
to say, if you go out there and, you get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here, is it 4-down territory?
If you're stuffed, I don't think so. If you get half of it, it may be. Kirkendall fakes the handoff. Dumps it off. No need to discuss that because they've got the first down at the 40-yard line, and that is a gain of 10.
And how about the tight end again, or from his fullback spot again? You know, it's a delay route is what it is out of him. It's you go into your block, you kind of chip him, you float off of him, and that's the second time they've run that play, and both times have been for good yardages. They got it on the 2-point conversion earlier.
It looked like Leipsic knew it was going to be there, and Kirkendall, that was the only place he was going with that football. 1st and 10 Vikings now as they penetrate enemy territory. They're at the Mohawk 40-yard line. 6:13 and counting left here in the third quarter. Kirkendall looking, steps up, gets an escape route down the right side. He's got about 13 yards. We'll call it 12 yards and another Leipsic first down.
And that's just a great job by Kirkendall to step up in the pocket. It's a great job in coverage by Mohawk. But nobody's on that backside to prevent Kirkendall from having that big play. And that's what happens when you just play straight up man-to-man.
And he did a great job of stepping up in the pocket and then realizing, hey, my entire right flat is wide open. I'm just going to run. 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Ball spotted at the 29, 28 we'll call it, of Mohawk. Remember, Leipsic with very little kicking game, basically no kicking game, and a timeout is taken by Leipsic.
Yeah, Kirkendall called a timeout. He looked up at the play clock, seen 4 seconds left, and they weren't lined up yet. He used the timeout himself.
Lots of area games going on. We'll kind of check some of the scores for you, and we appreciate everyone that is watching tonight live and free here on the OH Report. And we always like to give some shout-outs to folks who are watching. And
about 230 of you out there watching. And the one comment we have right now, there were so many comments on the first stream before we had the technical problems, but we see Jordan Rapol, let's go Warriors. Guys, if you're out there watching, comment again. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from. Shout us out, and we'll shout you out.
Always good to know that we've got folks watching, and come playoff time, we pick up a lot of eyeballs. 6:02 remaining in the third quarter here in Leipsic. Vikings threatening, they lead 14-7. If you're just tuning in, the Vikings scored first. Kirkendall to Paris, a 15-yard touchdown pass. 3:30 left in the first quarter, made it 6-0 after the failed 2-point conversion. Then Avery Paris, a 44-yard punt return for a touchdown. That about 7 minutes into the second quarter to make it 14-0. And now Kirkendall finds his man, but he can't hang on. Once again, Avery Paris had a step on the defender, but the pass was a little bit short and unable to be hung on to by Paris.
Yeah, it's a great route by Paris. Just a little bit underthrown from Kirkendall, or that's 6 more. And now you're 2nd and 10. It's a good first down play call, though, there.
Well, we were recapping. It was 14-0 Leipsic. And then with 56 seconds left in the first half, Aiden Patrizzi blocked a Leipsic punt. They picked it up around the 7-yard line, ran it in for a touchdown. That cut the lead to 14-7, and that's where we're at right now. Kirkendall bumped as he throws over the middle. It's complete, and it's good for a touchdown from 28 yards.
How about the running back, Aaron Hazelton, coming up with the big play to put him up by 2 scores.
Nice grab by Hazelton. He evaded the tackler, scampers the rest of the way in, and Leipsic has extended its lead. And once again, you have to assume they're going to be going for 2 here.
Yep, they'll come out, they'll go for 2, look to go up 22-7. But I tell you what, Lynn, that play right there might be the backbreaker. Mohawk has struggled offensively since Caden Bish went down, and now you're down 2 scores with a quarter and a half to go.
Play clock is definitely going to be a problem. They snap it with 2 left, and Kirkendall rolls, throws, and completes. Looks like that goes to
the big fella again.
Yes, number 42, Mil Panigua.
He had the big first down conversion on that drive, and he's got another 2-point conversion under his belt.
22-7, Leipsic over Mohawk. 5:46 left in the third quarter. You're watching live and free on the OH Report.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
(22-7), Leipsic on top of Mohawk here in the third quarter. Mark Kirkendall, a 28-yard touchdown strike to Aaron Hazelton, putting Leipsic on top. And now the Warriors returning the kickoff. This
and
is
in Klaus.
Inside the 50 and down near the 40-yard line of Leipsic before he gets thumped out of bounds.
We'll take another look at that one.
Yeah, Klaus with a nice job of breaking it to the outside, and then Leipsic just lowering the boom, and that was the kicker. Pinaguo knocking him out of bounds harshly. I think we might have a flag on the far side at the 45-yard line of Leipsic.
What is...
Dead ball.
Sideline infraction on Mohawk. So to move it back.
Warning. That's just a warning, I believe, on the
No,
first
they
time.
already gave him one warning.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they already gave him one warning. That one's going to be a penalty.
I guess I missed that earlier warning.
So that'll put him at the 45-yard line to start this drive. Still great field position for Mohawk.
Absolutely. That's what the doctor ordered if you're a Warrior fan. Short field. And 5:38 left to play third quarter. Lynn Bassett, Josh Banks along with you here from Leipsic High School on the OH Report. Should Pandora Gilboa hang on to knock off North Baltimore and this game stay the way it's going, Leipsic would be hosting PG next week. Klaus fires over the middle. Nothing there. Defended nicely by number 5, Aaron Hazelton. Ball was intended for Mason Schimpf.
Yeah, looking for Schimpf. Not really a go-to target for them this year, as we have yet to see very many attempts to go to Brant Kieran.
So far tonight, Klaus just 4 out of 9 for 38 yards and an interception.
And actually, I'll tell you this, I don't even see number 2 on the field for Mohawk.
That interception by Klaus was huge because it came inside the Leipsic 5-yard line. Here, Klaus fires, batted away. They're
Pass
gonna
interference.
Throw a flag on it. Nice job defensively by Trevor Stuber.
But here's the thing. No. It's not going to be pass interference. They were trying to set up a screen, and it's going to be an illegal man downfield.
Yeah, I thought when he threw that flag, he didn't throw it at where the ball was batted away by Stuber, and I thought it was a little odd that he threw it 5 yards in front of them unless he held him, and I didn't see a hold.
Yeah, it's an eligible man downfield. The linemen, they were trying to run a screen play. They didn't get it off. The linemen were downfield.
Yep, there we go. An eligible receiver downfield against Mohawk.
And if you're Mohawk, you're shooting yourself in the foot right now. You got the sideline penalty that cost you 10 on the kick return. Now you get an eligible man downfield, and now you're 2nd and 15.
6 penalties, 53 yards against Mohawk unofficially. 2nd down 15 from the midfield stripe. They have to hit the 35 of Leipsic. Klaus has a man, but it's knocked away again. Hazelton there to defend, as that pass was intended for number 4, Preston Schroeder. Or, I'm looking at the wrong
Number
lineup.
6, Rhett Leith. Rhett Leith. Number 6 is who he was looking for there.
And And that brings up 3rd down and 15 from the midfield stripe.
And you can really see the impact of not having number 22 on the field has had on this Mohawk Warrior offense.
And Caden Bish, 5 carries, 31 yards in that first quarter when he went down with the injury. So he was getting some yardage. He was averaging about 6 yards a carry, and no one is really doing anything rushing since he left the ball game. Now Klaus goes out wide. They'll flip it back to him. Trick play, nothing open. Klaus looking downfield, has to just throw it. That should be intentional grounding. It didn't go, well, it did go past the line of scrimmage.
It went out past the line of scrimmage. He was outside the tackles. So it's not going to be grounding.
And he did have a receiver in the territory. Number 14, or make that number 16, I believe, was out there.
It was. But here's the thing, if you're Mohawk, you're giving the ball back. And now we could almost get into that running clock territory. If Leipsic can go down and score again, their defense has been lights out all night long.
That's another case where defensively the coverage caused that whole play to fail for Mohawk. There was just nowhere for Klaus to go with the football. And now we're going to see a chance for Avery Paris to return another punt. And he's off and running. Across the 20, across the 30, out near the 35-yard line. Picked that thing up around the 12, so a nice return out to the 35-yard line. Just shy at the 34, and that's where Leipsic will take over 1st and 10. Kind of feels like this game is well under control by Leipsic at 22-7. Another score, I think, pretty much nails the coffin shut.
Yeah, Mohawk's offense. Yeah, Mohawk's offense struggling the way it's struggling. Honestly, I think if they're up 22-7 going into the 4th quarter, so if they get this clock to run out without scoring, it kind of puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Mohawk just offensively struggling, only about 88 yards in that first half, and they really haven't done anything here in the second half.
No.
1st down carry for Leipsic.
And, I mean, you pose the question, if you're Coach Daniel, is this a different ball game if number 22 is on the field? And you have to say it is, because it balances out your offense.
Well, and he plays both ways, so you're missing him on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's a key middle linebacker for this Mohawk team. Him and Klaus in the middle together are a dangerous duo defensively.
2nd down 6. Leipsic must reach the 44 for a 1st down. Kirkendall hands it off again. Not much there for Marquise Williams.
But again, you're just moving the ball forward if you're.
5 carries, 56 yards for Marquise Williams, who really has been pretty silent since that first quarter carrying the football.
Yeah, well, they haven't really run the ball a bunch since that first quarter. It's been all Kirkendall through the air and Kirkendall on the ground.
Yeah, Hazelton has actually carried the ball 9 times to Williams' 5.
And he'll get a 10th here.
And he's got the 1st down.
An STC 1st down, Sycamore Telephone Company. And again, it's run the football, run the clock, get out of here healthy, get out of here and move on more than likely next week to face Pandora Gilboa, who you already beat in the regular season, by the way.
Yes, so I'm sure that they feel good about that matchup. Although beating a team twice in one season can sometimes be tricky.
Look at Ontario Shelby last year.
1st and 10 now for the Vikings of Leipsic. Ball at their own 45. Game clock at just over 3 minutes remaining 3rd quarter. Kirkendall goes down deep over the middle. He's got his man, but he couldn't find the football. Marquise Williams once again had about 2 steps on the defender, and that's the 2nd time tonight where he's looked up and just not been able to find the ball immediately.
And I mean, it's good defense by Patrizzi from Mohawk. It's a great throw from Mark Kirkendall. I mean, again, it's on the money. He put it in the breadbasket, just unable to come up with it. And it's almost like it's underthrown for Williams. Him and Paris are just so fast. They get underthrown very easily.
We've talked a lot about Mark Kirkendall. If you're just joining us, he's 8 out of 17 for 157 yards and a touchdown.
2 touchdowns.
And coming into this ball game, he has thrown for 58% of his passes being completed, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 2,200 yards plus. And only a sophomore.
And that's what's so impressive about the young man. I mean, you're 8 of 17. Have you had the best night completion-wise?
No way.
You have not. But you haven't made the mistake. There hasn't been a mistake in this game that has allowed Mohawk to make a big play off an interception or off a fumble. And that's been the difference, is like you said yourself in the first half. The interception by Klaus is the difference in this game.
It was for quite some time anyhow. 2nd down, 15. Kirkendall spots his man. He's got him. That's Hazelton right at the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 10.
And again, that's timing route. It's perfect timing with Kirkendall and Hazelton. He sits, he throws, he knows when his receiver's turning for that football, and he puts it on the money.
Brings up 3rd down and a short 5. They have to reach the 45 of Mohawk for a 1st down. Kirkendall changing the play, it looks like. They'll go back to the ground game. Hazelton, 1st down, inside the 45 to the 44. That's the 11th 1st down tonight for Leipsic.
And it's Hazelton has done a great job of keeping the balance. You've been able to throw the ball all over the field with Williams and Paris and Hazelton out at receiver. But having the balance is what's been really the difference maker in this game.
And Hazelton usually gets about 7 carries a game on average. He has 11 carries tonight.
Because I think he's almost doubled that tonight.
Yeah, he's been a bulk of the carries.
And a touchdown catch as well.
He's caught about 4 passes tonight. 1st and 10 now, Leipsic at the 44 of Mohawk. Game clock at 1:41 left in the 3rd quarter. Kirkendall has his man again, but unable to complete it. Nice job defensively by Mohawk as they bat the ball away from Marquise Williams.
Yeah, Aiden Patrizzi there with the great defensive coverage, as it's, again, slightly underthrown for the speed of his receivers.
Stansberry doing a nice job that time defensively, batting the ball away at the last second.
Now the comments are rolling in. Minos Guerrera, Leipsic all day. Sylvia De La Rosa, go Vikings. Lisa Zellner, keep working hard, Warriors. Jennifer Messer-Smith, let's go Warriors.
2nd and 10, Leipsic. Kirkendall with the play action fake, keeps it, fumbles it as he goes out of bounds. He'll pick up about 4, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. $38 yards on 11 carries carrying the ball for Kirkendall tonight. At one point, though, he lost 20 yards, so he could be up near 60 yards rushing, but he lost 20 on a bad snap that went flying over his head.
Yeah. Jack Adams, the Warriors will never give up, and then Matt Swavel. BVC football is some of the best in Northwest Ohio.
3rd down 4, Kirkendall fires a
incomplete
dart, and they're going to give him the catch right at the stake.
We're going to take a look at that one again.
I kind of thought he got his hands under it, to be honest with you.
He did. He did. He absolutely got his hands under that ball. It's going to be just short.
4th down and about the length of 2 footballs to get that 1st down.
And this is 4-down territory here. You go for this one because here's the thing. There's 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. You get this 1st down, it ends the game essentially.
Big 4th down and about a half yard to go for Leipsic.
They got to go quick as the play clock's at 4.
And they're going to take a timeout. Joe Kirkendall says, I'm not going to let another penalty hurt this scoring opportunity. So we'll take a timeout as well. Leipsic on top, 22-7. You're watching live and free on the OH Report.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Lynn Passett, Josh Banks, along with you on the OH report. 4th down and about a half yard to go for the Vikings at the Mohawk 35-yard line. Big play here because this could really almost seal the fate of the Warriors tonight. Kirkendall gets the snap, fakes, throws wide open. He's got his man Hazelton. 30, 25, 20.
Oh, the
15,
crackback
10,
block.
5, touchdown, Leipsic.
How about the block on the backside by Marquise Williams, folks? I'm sorry, that was not by Williams. That block was set up by Paniagua. The tight end that's had the big plays just sprung a big touchdown.
10 of 21 is Kirkendall for 206 yards. And
are they going to call an illegal crackback?
no, I didn't see a flag at all. Yeah, there is a flag laying there at the 14-yard line. And down for Mohawk is Aiden Patrizi.
Coach Daniel's going to get a flag, too. There's another flag.
It's been a flag fest here
In the second half, yes.
tonight, in the second half especially. And Coach Daniel's going nuts on the far sideline.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll replay it again. You can watch it, Lynn, and tell me your thoughts. So you're going to see 42. It's a great play call. It's a legal block.
He came from inside.
He
and
came
he was in front of him.
inside. He hit him clean. He didn't hit him on the side. It's a clean block.
Well, there is a flag down at the 15-yard line, and that's about where that block took place. I'm not sure if we're going to get that called or not, but here comes the call from the official. Well, maybe we're going to get the call from the official. Leipsic calling the entire team together. I think Coach Kirkendall wants to tell them, look, we've got to keep our mouths shut. We've got to keep our composure. We've got to just keep playing the game. Don't fall into letting the opponent drag you into something.
We'll see how this plays out because we had 2 flags on the Mohawk sideline.
Here's the first one. Touchdown. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Mohawk.
And another one.
And then another dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Mohawk. Another unsportsmanlike against Mohawk.
So 3 unsportsmanlike conducts on one play.
And they'll all be administered on the kickoff, which means they'll be kicking from Mohawk territory.
Yeah, they should be kicking from, that's going to be what, 45 yards in penalties?
You onside kick.
At that point, you almost do.
And we still have a 2-point conversion to go through. So I'm glad they did not call that as an illegal block. And I'm sure that's what Coach Daniel was probably upset about, thinking there should have been. But as we have looked at it, and we can look at it again, you'll watch the block. He is in front of him. He comes from the right side. Right, boom, right there.
Inside of the shoulder, it is a beautiful block.
Absolutely. Perfect. Textbook. And here comes the 2-point conversion now. And there is still 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And they'll get it.
So now we turn to a 30-7 lead for the Leipsic Vikings.
As Hazelton.
We will take a timeout. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. You're watching live and free on the OH Report.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
To 7, Leipsic on top of Mohawk as we still have 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and I am about to see something I have never seen in my entire life of covering sports. Kicking off from the opponent's 30-yard line, and this is because of back-to-back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against Mohawk. And we were discussing why not onside kick it right here. What do you got to lose? 10, 15 yards from here?
Yeah, I mean, you boot it, you're booting it through the end zone. You're giving them the ball basically where you're kicking it from. Give yourself a chance here. Get the ball back.
Yep, might as well. They're going to squib kick it, and Mohawk's going to let it go all the way into the end zone. It'll come out to the 25, so you basically gave them 5 yards from where you kicked off.
Here's the thing, though. This is going to work one of 2 ways, Lynn. That 3 consecutive unsportsmanlike penalties on the Mohawk sideline is going to light a fire underneath them, and their offense is going to come alive. Or it's going to be another 3 and out. We're going to see Leipsic score again, and we're going to have a running clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, the odds right now are I think their heads are hanging a little bit on the Mohawk sidelines. They haven't had much go their way. They've only had 3 first downs this entire ball game. Their only score came on a special teams play where you block a punt and get a touchdown. They really have done nothing offensively all night. Klaus back to throw. Airs it out on the far side, well over the head of his intended receiver, which was John Stansberry. Nicely defended by Leipsic out there by Trevor Stuber.
Well, and again, I keep saying it. We had Caden Bish go down with an injury, and I have not seen Brant Kieran on the field at all for Mohawk. Their leading receiver in receptions has not had a target.
And Klaus is just 4 completions out of 12 attempts for 38 yards and an interception. That interception coming inside the Leipsic 10-yard line when they were going in for a score. Klaus over the middle, has his man. It's caught at the 40, to the 50, and drugged down at the 45-yard line, and that is a Mohawk Sycamore Telephone first down.
Yeah, it's a great throw. Levi Teal comes away with it. You see Avery Parrish there trying to come away with a strip instead of going for the tackle. But, hey, you're up 30-7. It's not a big deal. Try to get the ball back, punch it out.
First down of the second half for Mohawk. They have done and generated next to nothing. 1st and 10 from the 46. Another pass over the head of the intended receiver. And that will stop the clock, and the officials kind of having a quick little discussion with a couple of linemen who were playing patty cake with one another after the play. We're down to the end of the third quarter, 30-7, Leipsic on top. We'll start the 4th and final quarter of action after this on the OH Report.
We
carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Lynn Passett, Josh Banks along with you from Leipsic High School as we begin fourth and final quarter action. And this is Andon Klaus being chased out of the pocket, scrambling, hit as he throws, has a man open, it's complete down at the 25 and brought down around the 10-yard line. First down Mohawk and an injured Viking all the way back at the 46.
Yeah, and it's a great job by Klaus. Avoids the sack, keeps his eyes downfield, and make sure that he's got an opportunity to kind of get rid of that ball as you're in a situation now if you're Mohawk where you've got to score and you've got to score fast.
That pass down to the 12-yard line, so a 34-yard completion.
Rhett Leith.
Suddenly in his last two completions, 64 yards for Klaus. He had 38 before that. So Mohawk starting to do a little damage, but Leipsic is also kind of lightening their coverage and just kind of trying to keep everything in front of them at this point.
Well, and that's kind of your goal if you're Leipsic. You're up 3 scores. Your offense is moving the ball at will. Don't let anything behind you, no big plays that lead to a touchdown, because when you get into kind of the situation Mohawk's in right now inside the 20, without your best running back in Bish, you're going to be looking to run it with Klaus or to throw it with Klaus. And when the field shrinks like this, it's hard to throw the football.
Only about 50 yards rushing on the night for Mohawk. And after that completion, Andon Klaus is now 6 out of 14 for 102 yards and a pick.
I tell you what, I will say this. We will pick an MVP tonight, but the MVP of this contest is this Leipsic defense.
Oh, they've been terrorizing this Mohawk offense all night long.
Mohawk came in averaging almost 40 points per contest and well over 300 yards.
Klaus on the quarterback keeper, and he'll be wrestled down after a short gain of about 4.
Well, and that's kind of it right there. You're in, first down in the red zone, and you don't have your best running back. So now it's Klaus, and it's Klaus's arm.
In that first half, it was Avery Paris who was probably our MVP. In the second half, it's more or less been Aaron Hazelton.
Yeah.
Between his running and catching of the football.
Well, and I mean, we can throw Mr. Kirkendall in there as well.
Yeah, he's done admirable, but it's not been one of his normal nights. He's 10 out of 21 for 206 yards, and for most quarterbacks, that's a good night, but he's a little short on his completion percentage, and honestly, he's missed a couple of guys because he's underthrown them.
Yep.
Third down and about 4 for Mohawk. Klaus keeps, bangs off one defender, continues to drive forward, but only got about a yard, if that.
Yeah, so now you're going to have a 4th and 3.
Not even sure he got anything, to be honest with you. It's going to be 4th down and almost 4. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line. Mohawk trying to continue to battle here. A lot of teams would have just hung their heads and given up, but Mohawk has put it together with 3 solid completions on this drive.
Absolutely, they have. And Klaus has found Teal and Leith.
Klaus throws, and it's nearly picked off and batted down defensively. Nice play by number
Avery
14,
Paris.
Marquise Williams.
Was that Williams
Yeah,
or Paris over there?
So Leipsic will take over now at their own 6-yard line after the incomplete pass from Klaus.
Well, and I tell you what, the best part about watching this type, the Division VII football win, is these guys play both sides of the ball. I have not seen the main players for either team come off the field, and the fact that Williams and Paris and even Kirkendall are doing what they're doing offensively, when they're playing as well as they are on the defensive side of things, shows you just how athletic these kids are.
You've got to be in shape because in Division VII, you're usually playing your top 11, 12, 13 guys most of the night. Kirkendall, the sophomore quarterback, fakes the handoff, wants to go deep. He's airing it out for Paris, and it's just over his head, and second down 10.
Kind of interesting there that they took a shot on first down up 30-7, but they've kind of shocked us all night with some decision-making and play calling that they've made in these types of situations. You ran the ball pretty successfully on that last drive. Give it back to Hazleton. Let him keep running it.
And for those Mohawk fans who are wondering, Andon Klaus is now 6 out of 15 for 102 yards on the night.
The pick is a big pick. I mean,
yes, absolutely. Momentum could have really changed with that play. 2nd and 10 now for Leipsic from their own 7. Handoff. Hazleton out to the 10-yard line. Short gain of about 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 now.
Hazleton 12 carries, 36 yards on the night. So
not a big play threat, but he gets you yards when you need them.
Well, and you know, as we mentioned earlier, he averages only about 7 carries a night, and he's carried it almost twice that with 12 carries tonight.
About 3 yards a carry.
Yep.
Here's the thing, though. In this type of offense, 3 yards a carry gets you a 4th down every 4th play.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And when you got a quarterback like Kirkendall.
Yeah. How good is this sophomore, folks?
3rd down 6. Kirkendall looking to throw over the middle. Slant. Got his man. Diving catch. Nicely done by Avery Paris.
It's a perfect throw. It's a great catch. You can't execute it any better. The window he threw that through as Teal was stepping over to help on Paris. Kirkendall put it in a perfect window where only Avery Paris could come away with it.
Gain of 14 yards and the 1st down. 220 yards in the air for Kirkendall on 11 completions out of 23 attempts. New fresh set of downs. Hazleton, right side.
About 3-4 yards again.
Yep, out to the 27, so a short gain of, we'll say, 3.
And I will throw this out there. It appears that Leipzig's going to walk away with this one tonight. So they're going to host for a 2nd time next weekend right here at Leipsic. They'll be playing Pandora Gilboa, who's up 63-36 over North Baltimore.
North Baltimore, the Tigers, were unbeaten during the regular season, so they'll bow out of this playoff tournament.
Centerburg gets a test tonight, by the way.
Marquise Williams slips in the background after the jet sweep handoff, and that'll be a loss of about 6. 6 carries, 50 yards for Marquise Williams tonight.
One more score I want to check on that was close at the half. Gallion blows out Cloverleaf in the second half. They lead 41-10.
How nice is it to be a Gallion Tiger the last few years in football?
You know, every year you feel like there's something that could go wrong for them, but it always seems to go right.
3rd and 13, Kirkendall. Near side, slings it for Paris, breaks a tackle at the 31, breaks another one and goes out of bounds near the 37, and that is another Leipsic 1st down, a gain of 15.
You know, you made a comment to me when we got here. This is my first time seeing Mark Kirkendall. You said you got to see him a couple times last year. Talked about how his ability and his reads are Division I level. That's a Division I throw. That was from the left hash to the right sideline on a dot to Avery Paris.
He can make that throw, and teams don't really respect how strong his arm is until you see him in person. Fresh set of downs now for Leipsic at their own 40, and the clock continuing to tick. We're at 7:11 left to play. Kirkendall keeps it himself for a gain of about 3. He's now got 41 yards on 12 carries himself tonight.
You know, he might be the young man that we speak to after this contest with the way things are going. Over 200 yards in the air, no turnovers, two touchdowns, correct?
Yes.
3, right?
Kirkendall to Paris, Kirkendall to Hazleton twice, so 3 touchdowns. I'm kind of leaning toward Aaron Hazleton myself because he has really been a steady Eddie out of that backfield, and we kind of expected Williams to get the bulk of the carries, and it's been Hazleton, and here he is again with a gain
first
of
down.
10.
Lower the shoulder, Aaron Hazleton. And how about this? You know, we talk about how well he's done offensively, but he's made some key plays in the secondary as well from his safety position.
He has just been steady all night long. He's been the one they kind of look to. He's got a 35-yard pass reception for a touchdown. He's got a 28-yard pass reception for a touchdown. He's got 50 yards rushing, 49 to be exact, on 14 carries. He's done everything but bring the water out to him during timeouts.
And, I mean, who knows what he's been doing.
Marquise Williams breaks it.
He might be gone, folks.
Marquise Williams inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
How about, you know, we had a tandem in Danville last year that we called Boom and Zoom. And I feel like you're similar to that here at Leipsic. You got the zoom speed with Marquise Williams and the power back with Aaron Hazleton.
Well, between the two of them, Williams, 7 carries, 90 yards. Hazleton, 14 carries, 49.
And then here's what's most impressive. Not only are they threats out of the backfield, but they can line up wide and be threats from the wide receiver spot as well.
Oh, this second half, Hazleton has been a primary target for Kirkendall. And here Hazleton gets it again, and he motors it inside the 5, down near the 1. Gain of 7.
2nd and goal, and, I mean, does 5 get his, what would it be, 3rd touchdown of the night?
Yep, he's got 2 pass receptions for a touchdown.
It won't be 5 getting it. He's going to come off the field.
Paris with a 15-yard pass reception for a touchdown to open the scoring. 2nd and goal from the Mohawk 1.
Williams will be in the backfield along with.
And it's
Spit
Williams. And Williams is in.
Marquise Williams tacks on a touchdown. How about the duo of Williams and Hazleton here in the second half?
5:04 left to play in the ball game.
And that will trigger the running clock on a successful 2-point conversion.
Marquise Williams with his.
Oh, look, they're going to line up to kick it.
Oh, they are. A surprise here. And it does barely get over the linemen's heads, and it is no good. So Leipsic extends the Viking lead to 36-7. 5:04 remaining. When we come back, you're watching live and free on the OH Report.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
We are back for the final 5:04 here at Leipsic High School. The Vikings with a commanding 36-7 lead over Mohawk in this Division VII regional quarterfinal matchup. The Vikings just have been steady from start to finish as the Warriors receive this kickoff from their own 20-yard line.
Shimp.
This is Schimpf out to the 37-yard line, and that's where Mohawk will take over 1st and 10.
Much better field position for Mohawk here since really the second quarter. they just haven't been able to do anything with it offensively.
No, until that last drive, they really had nothing going for themselves at all, and Klaus was able to get about 65 yards in passing on that last possession.
Really kind of the reason they were able to do anything was Klaus finding a way through the air.
Leipsic running a late substitute, Adrian Hernandez, into the ball game as Klaus fires right side. Got his man, Schimpf, out across the 40 near the 42-yard line. That'll be a short gain of about 3.
Yeah, as we're inside of 5 minutes to play now with your Mohawk, I mean, it almost feels like with throws like that, you're just content to end the score where it's at.
Klaus now 7 out of 16, 105 yards and 1 interception. And if you haven't been with us all night, that interception, it was a 7-0 ball or 6-0 ball game, and he threw a pick inside the Leipsic 10-yard line. Here's
yeah, there's going to be a hold.
Backfield. So wipe out this run down to the Leipsic 45-yard line, holding against Mohawk.
Yep.
Every time they get a little something going for themselves, the yellow hanky comes out.
Well, and I mean, the big kind of turning point was that touchdown on the crackback block that led to 3 unsportsmanlike calls that really kind of flipped the script here in the second half for both squads, as it swung all the momentum towards Leipsic and just destroyed any momentum that Mohawk might have had.
Yeah, you throw those 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in there. They have 10 penalties on the night for over 100 yards. So they have not been there. They have almost as much penalty yardage as they
do
have
offensive yardage.
Offensive yardage, yeah. Second down and 16 now. Clock at 4:29 and counting.
Patrizzi going to take a snap out of the Wildcat.
Not much there for him, maybe 2 yards. I think both teams would be willing to say, let's just stop the clock at this point and call this thing over with. Leipsic wants to get out of here with nobody getting hurt. Mohawk already had someone get hurt as Caden Bish went down in the first half and has never returned. He had 5 carries for 31 yards, had several tackles, and he has not come back in. Klaus fires, got his man over the middle. They needed 13, and he got 14.
Levi Teal again.
Klaus now 8 out of 17 for 119 yards. That is the 6th first down unofficially for Mohawk tonight. Leipsic with 16, make that 17 first downs. Clock rolling, 3:35. Klaus looks, fires, got his man. Inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 24.
Levi Teal again coming away with another reception, and they've really kind of picked up the offense here in the fourth quarter, really throwing the football much more effectively.
But the Leipsic defense has also kind of lightened its reins.
They have.
Klaus to throw again on 1st and 10. Got his man, Schimpf, at the 22. Short gain of about 3.
So we're right around 2:50 left here in the fourth quarter.
Klaus now 10 out of 19 for 146 yards. Clock continuing to tick at 2:57. Klaus back to throw again. Leipsic has a lot of second stringers in there as the reception is made. Inside the 10, Schimpf down to around the 6 maybe.
Be 1st and goal.
Gain of 16 on the play. And Klaus has now hit 5 in a row. 7th first down of the night for the Warriors, and timeout is going to be taken by Mohawk. with 2:16 left to play in the ball game. 36-7, Leipsic on top of the Warriors. We are watching live and free on the OH Report.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Back at Leipsic, the Vikings threatening, make that the Warriors threatening to score. Handoff inside, nothing there as the Vikings shut down the running game right there. That was Camden, check that. That was Owen Patrizzi. No gain on the play. He's carried the ball 3 times for 4 yards tonight. 3rd down and goal for Mohawk at the 7-yard line of Leipsic. 36-7. Clock continuing to move, 1:37 and counting. Klaus on 3rd and goal. I guess it's 2nd and goal, it says on the other side. He is sacked back at the 10-yard line, a loss of 3.
Trevor Stuber.
Now it's 3rd down and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Mohawk has just not generated much offensively tonight with the rushing game. Only maybe 60 yards rushing. Klaus over the middle, bounces and skips it toward his intended receiver. Incomplete. It will be 4th and goal.
And just a quick out there, how about the fact that how good is this Leipsic team when they only have 10 seniors on their roster? Hazelton, a sophomore. Paris, a junior. Mark, a sophomore. How good are they going to be next year?
Oh yeah, they've got quite the tradition of good football teams here in Leipsic. 55 seconds left, 4th and goal for Mohawk. The Warriors would love to just get one in to build a little confidence. And
he's got no
unfortunately,
time.
Klaus goes down. He's dropped at the 20-yard line, and that will be a loss of 11. And he is now at 14 carries for 13 yards.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
2nd time tonight they've been in the end goal situation and come away empty-handed. And Leipsic, I'm sure, will now send out probably their 2nd string. Nope, Kirkendall's coming
I would
back
expect
out.
them to come out in victory formation.
That's what I would think. I don't think he takes too many snaps under center. That's the problem. So
yep, Hazelton will go back deep. They're going to go victory formation.
So Leipsic is going to win this one tonight. They're on top 36-7. Kirkendall takes the snap and takes the knee.
They'll have to do it one more time.
Mohawk will fall to 9-3 on the season. Leipsic will improve to 10-1 on the season, and they will host again next week the Rockets of Pandora Gilboa. So congratulations go out to head coach Joe Kirkendall and his Leipsic Vikings. They will move on to round 3 of the playoffs next Friday here in Leipsic. Final score, the Vikings 36, the Warriors 7. You're watching live and free on the OH Report.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
This is our InBody machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the InBody is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
This is Jonathan Langdon. Catch me right here every Thursday for the Block Party presented by Bob and Bob Door Company, your place for volleyball highlights on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Back here again with our Scout Construction MVP. We'll start this again. Aaron, a big win for you guys tonight, so same question. What was it like out there with the guys to really come away with a massive victory at home?
Oh, we stuck together the whole time. You saw many unsportsmanlike conducts, coaching flags, we saw it all, but we stuck together. Everybody kept each other up. It was just an overall impressive game with everybody sticking to their assignments.
Big thing for you guys was shutting down this Mohawk offense. They came in averaging almost 40 points per game. You hold them to 7. They averaged well over 300 yards of offense. You guys hold them to about 120 in the game. What does it take for you guys through the weekend practice to come out and do this against a team like that?
We go physical all week in practice. Tuesday and Wednesday's full hitting. We don't take light days. Everything's full segments, full go. We hit each other every day.
For you, you have 2 receiving.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
Josh Banks back here with our Scout Construction MVP, the sophomore do-it-all for the Leipsic Vikings, Aaron Hazelton. Number one, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Second, you guys really dominated defensively. What did you guys put in this weekend practice to prepare for this high-powered Mohawk offense?
Everybody came prepared, and coaches coached us well. We really based it off personnel. We were able to see when they brought in a tight end and when they took him out. We could go light and heavy.
So you, playing safety, as we'll call it, you kind of float between DB and safety, had the job of nothing over the top.
Yep.
There you were able to do that. They have some really good deep threats in Levi Teal, Brant Kiernan. What was it like for you to kind of be able to contain this offense and help your team get a regional win?
Oh, it was just great doing with everybody on the defense. Everybody was hyped up all game, especially not giving up an offensive touchdown to them the whole game was amazing.
Now, I'm going to shout out your teammate. You know, you had a huge screenplay that went for a touchdown with a crackback block. A big corruption ended after that, some complaints wanting a crackback block. I will tell you it was clean. You can watch it later. What was it like for you to just be a part of something like that and to see you guys keep your composure after that happened?
It was great. We've been coached to keep our composure all year. I think we really handled the situation well and were able to move on from it very quickly.
You had 2 touchdowns tonight. You did great in the second half offensively, both of them coming from the receiving side of things. You doubled your normal output offensively on carries, and you normally get about 7 a game. You had almost 14 tonight. What was it like for you to be more part of the offense and getting those extra carries to help your guys win?
It was great. I wanted the ball all night. I'm glad Coach finally gave me some carries, and it worked out really well.
All right, so my last question before I let you give shout-outs. You guys are going to face a familiar foe next week in Pandora Gilboa, somebody you already knocked off this season. What's it going to take this weekend practice to prepare for them and beat a team twice, which is not easy to do in high school football?
Everybody's going to come in locked for practice, come in prepared the whole week. Coaches are going to make a great game plan, we already know, and I think we'll be fine.
All right, last thing you're going to do for me, Aaron, the camera's looking right at you. Go ahead and shout out anybody you want to. Take as long as you want.
I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, and especially my parents, who are the ones that made me do it all.
All right, that's our Scout Construction MVP, Aaron Hazelton from the Leipsic Vikings, victorious tonight. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
And welcome back to Leipsic High School, the Onich post-game show. And not much really to talk about statistically. This game was over as much as the score was. Leipsic really taking it to Mohawk. As you can see, they doubled up on total yards. No turnovers for the Vikings. They really had their way, both passing and running this evening. And if you want to recap the scoring, it was Kirkendall to Paris to open up the ball game with a 15-yard scoring strike with 3:30 left in the first quarter, 6-0 Leipsic. Paris with a 44-yard touchdown punt return with 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter, 14-0 in favor of Leipsic. Then it was Aiden Patrizzi, a blocked punt for Mohawk with just 56 seconds left before halftime. That was returned for a touchdown, 14-7 at the half. Kirkendall to Hazelton from 28, then Kirkendall to Hazelton from 35. That made it 30-7, and then it was Marquise Williams, a 1-yard scoring strike with 5 minutes left to go in the ball game, 36-7 in favor of the Vikings. Really, you have to say, excellent job by the entire team, offensively, defensively, special teams. They all got involved.
Yeah, it was a great job, a great game plan by Coach Kirkendall and the Leipsic Vikings. They move now to 10-1, and here's the thing, that one loss this year came to a Liberty Benton squad who's rather good. That shows how good these guys really are, and to dominate the way they did tonight shows you they might have a chance to get to a regional final and maybe beyond.
We had some great sponsors to bring you this evening's ball game, and why don't you go ahead and tell us exactly who they were, Josh, because without them, we certainly couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah, one final shout out to all of our sponsors: Janich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Klaus Construction Corporation, Scout Construction LLC, the Sycamore Telephone Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, North Central State College, and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source. Without those folks, we could not have brought you this action live and free tonight.
Absolutely, and we will continue the playoff run here on the OH Report another week from now, as we'll have more games for you. Just stay tuned. We'll be giving you that lineup later on next week.
But let's not forget, we got state championship volleyball all day tomorrow. And I will be in Latonia, Ohio tomorrow for the 8-man state championship football game. Never seen it before, but I'm excited.
I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch, and if you've never seen it, you'll be able to watch it here, 6 o'clock tomorrow night?
6 o'clock tomorrow night, pregame probably about 5:50. Myself, Chris Biley on the call. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm going to be tuning in just to see what that all looks like, so you can watch that here on the OH Report. Our thanks to you for watching, and we will catch you again next weekend. More high school football playoff action coming your way, live and free as always, here on the OH Report.